Hey, how you doing? Quick update for you. It is mid-March now. Had a few setbacks that are quite annoying, gonna be honest, but pushed through them, figured it out. So we were supposed to film my music video for Whispers. Oh, gosh, honestly, a couple weeks ago, but that fell through for now. Had to end up recasting a role in it, and that's okay. It's gonna take a while to get it done now, which is again, it's a little frustrating, being that I'm an impatient person. But other than that, it's no big deal. The story's all set. The shots are all set in terms of where I'm gonna do them. I've staged the whole thing, so it'll turn out really well. But it'll be eventually now. I'm hoping by the end of March I'll have it done. I doubt it. I'm actually really just hoping that I have the filming done by the end of March, and then I'll spend like part of April, obviously the first part of April, doing the editing, because it's a lot of After Effects intricacies. But other than that, the vocals I did, the vocalization I did for the Forgiveness song, Forgiveness. The emotion that I put in them is insane. It's what I should have done in the first place, obviously, but I figured it out and it turned out insanely well. It's interesting. Some songs are straightforward pop songs, like you just put down vocals that are, there's emotion behind them, but it's more like hitting notes or something like that, or keeping it, flowing better. This song for me, since it's such an emotional song in general, is more of an acoustic pop song. I realize it sounds stupid probably, but it's like the emotion behind the delivery of the vocals is more important to me than the exact nature of hitting the notes, in terms of honestly like voice cracks or whatever you want to call it, or like not necessarily voice cracks, it's hard to explain, but like it's a lot more of a raw emotion delivery than it would be making sure that everything is just super fluid. So like there's a couple lines that I delivered in the new recording of it, that aren't as polished. That's the word. Polished is a good word for it. So they aren't as polished as I usually would do, but like that, the feel of it is so intense. It's like I'm not taking that out. There's no darn way I'm doing that. So I'm really excited about it. I think I mentioned this before. I usually choose 4 takes, and then the best one that I like I will use as the main vocal, and then the other ones I put as kind of harmonies. But that's what I'm doing for this one, and it's a big thing. And I actually redid the final. Well, that's not the final chorus. It's the chorus that comes out of the bridge. So the chorus that comes out of the bridge, I sang heavier or harder or whatever, like almost like a rock song, to be honest. And I'm really proud of that too. And then so the first 3 lines of it are that harder delivery of vocals, and then the last line of it that goes back into like this extra verse that I wrote for it, which it was in the original song that I did. It dips back down into that like lower register of it, or that almost whisper take, almost a whisper type thing that goes into the verse, I guess, that is post-chorus of post-bridge, that then goes into the pre-chorus, the final chorus. I know, hopefully that makes sense to you, but it makes sense to me at least, I guess. Also, I am now filming this in S-Log. I'm getting everything, the compressed one, because I would like to now. Well, I love the way that I do the color grading for all these vlogs. I need to practice with the Aces color grading, color space. So what better way to practice than everything I film now? I'm going to, you transition it to the Aces color space in DaVinci Resolve, and then work on that, because I've done a few things. Like I did a canvas for Spotify. So canvas is like an 8-second clip, right, between 3 and 8 seconds, honestly, that you put on your an artist profile that will then get added to the different songs. Like you choose the songs you want to add it to, or you can do one per song or whatever the heck you want to do. So I did one. I used the Aces color spacing for it. and I realized it looked cool, but I realized there are certain things that I would tweak a little bit more. Like, there's a bit of saturation I think I need to take out of it in the future. I'm watching a show called Daisy Jones and the Six, which is a like 70s rock band, or yeah, 70s rock band TV show. And the color grading for that, I love it. I mean, it's obviously Aces. It's the idea of selling, whatever company made that sold it to, I think it's Amazon Prime or Prime Video, whatever it is. I think that's what it's on. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's Prime Video. And it's that same, the Netflix, the Sony, the Universal, Amazon, all that stuff uses the same sort of color spacing, or same color space, but same sort of color grading now, or it's like definitely muted, and there's less saturation than I have been using for my initial takes on the Aces coloring profile. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use these videos to practice that as well. So whatever you're seeing right now is the next evolution of the way I have figured out Aces color grading, because I'm a tinkerer and I love to do things that challenge me to the next level of creative output. So it's such a fun thing to mess with. It's almost like the greens in these color grading things are almost like avocado. But yeah, or like I'm trying to think of the darn word and I'm just blanking on it right now. Oh geez. Oh well, I know what I'm thinking of. It's a green color. It's like a muted green. So basically I'll shift the color to green, and then I will just desaturate the heck out of it until I get to that point that I'm gonna like. Olive. The word I was looking for was olive. It's like an olive green. Oh man, I'm losing it. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to find that olive green sort of. It's like a tint, like a background tint to it. And then I'm also gonna make sure I can desaturate skin tones, because once you put it in this Aces color spacing for color grading, it just turns it super red. Like, skin tones are extremely red, and I can do the overlay or not overlay. It's like you add nodes, so you can do your initial color grading in a node, which is like a little box, and then you do another one next to it, and that next one you can use to like take your face and your skin, and you take a color out of it. You can figure out how to just get specific colors and drop them or change them to whatever you want, really. But I don't think it's necessary. I think you can do it in the just like the first node of it. Like, I don't think I need to take that sort of extreme measure to get a decent color grade of skin tone to not look like an Oompa Loompa or like a sunburnt Oompa Loompa, as I say. So I believe it's just a matter of taking a red tone out a bit, but that also makes it so that I'm gonna have to really pay attention to clothing, right? This is an orange shirt, right? I have no clue how it's gonna look when I'm done with it in this, but it is a bright orange shirt with puffins on it. So, obviously my skin tone's gonna be red. What the heck color is this gonna be? I've got no idea at this point, but then I'm gonna have to make sure this, and my arms and stuff look not necessarily natural. It's still like the idea of surrealism in a creative sense, but it's kind of curious to see what becomes of different colors in that, which is also why the secondary node to change colors is a big deal, because obviously this is orange and I am not orange. But anyway, okay, that's about enough of my ranting for now. Really excited about Forgiveness. The new version of it is just head and shoulders better, which is cool in a way, but still is annoying because the original is now a demo. I added a beginning part that is a church choir that comes in and goes, oh, and then just cuts out, goes right to the vocals. It's perfect. I created that, and I was very proud of that. And I actually created a piano part for the intro, but I was listening to it last night as I was creating it, and I think I might just forego that piano intro part because I think it may actually become too much for it. So I might just take that piano stuff that I created, make it its own little song, and have it as like an overlay audio idea for these things, for these vlogs. Because I typically just use my instrumental versions of the songs that I've recorded as the underlying audio in these videos. But I think maybe I'll create some piano, maybe some violin stuff, and just kind of make a audio recording for the vlogs themselves, because why not? It's fun. Making music's fun. Okay, anyway, until next time, I'm gonna go eat a potato now. I'm very hungry, and see what this color grading turns out to be. Have a great day. See ya.